All right. Oops, sorry, one. Okay, so we're going to do what's called sentence imitation. And sentence imitation is just a really good way to take real writing that you see in the world. So all the sentences we're going to look at come from different books. And we're just going to look at these really great sentences and learn from the master. You are basically using, these actual authors as a mentor for ways you can improve your writing. And it's good to just, do one sentence at a time, analyze it, and kind of see how you can put pieces together. So we're going to focus on complex sentences today. All the ones we're looking at are complex. So let's talk about this first one. They were going at it about Friday night's party, right there in front of everyone. So you got to start with analysis because you can't imitate something you don't understand the structure of. So we know it's complex, so a good thing to start with is, okay, what's independent, what's dependent? Okay, it looks like this first part is independent. So they is the subject, were going at it is the predicate. And then this is, so about Friday night's party, that's just adding extra detail. Because it could be they were going at it. That's independent by itself. But we add a little extra detail. So I know we start with an independent clause, but add some detail for what's going on. Then we have a comma. And then right there in front of everyone is what I notice next. So right there is a place. So you're specifying a place. So you have independent clause with some nice detail. Then you have a comma. And then you have a place. So right there in front of everyone. So we kind of using the word. So right where? Right over there, right under the table. And then in front of everyone, in the store. You could add any details with the word in, it looks like. So overall, I notice independent clause, comma, right somewhere, and then adding extra detail using in. So let's try and imitate it. What I got, so they were going at it about Friday night's party right there in front of everyone. There were a ton of geese outside. Oh, they're still there. Anyways, tons of geese eating in the soccer field outside my window. So that's what I decided to write about. The geese were picking through the dead grass. And so here, so going at it about Friday night's party. So I just have, so picking through the dead grass instead of just grass, I'm adding that extra detail. So the geese were picking through the dead grass, comma, right outside my window in the huge soccer field. So I've got the right and the in, as well as the independent clause first with the comma. I've got all the pieces, so I kind of imitated this sentence that I see. So let's look at another one. This one's a little bit more challenging because I added on an extra element, a sentence fragment at the end. As we were all waiting to hear what she would say next, we heard something else, the TV. Okay, this is a good, really cool structure. So here, if it's complex, we know one's independent, one's dependent. And as, that's a time word. So that's, as we were doing something, this happened. So I immediately know this first part is dependent. So as we were all waiting to hear what she would say next, so we have a dependent clause establishing a time first. And then I notice, so we have the same subject. You're not changing subjects in between. Well, this isn't a subject, it's just a noun, but so you're not like totally changing ideas, they go together. So we have a dependent clause with time, then the same people or noun that you mentioned becomes the subject, and that's an independent clause. And then we have a fragment, just two words, a thing. So the TV is just a noun. So that's pretty simple. So using as to establish a time, and then a contrasting independent clause. So it's the same people, but it's like one thing happened, but then it was something else. So I know it's got to be slightly contrasting or unexpected, and then you end with a fragment that's just a noun. Okay, let's try this out. So I'm just going to copy this. Well, let's just do it right here, actually. So we're going to imitate it. As we were all waiting to hear what she would say next. Okay. Well, no, we start with as. So as, I feel like this would be a good situation to be kind of creepy, like dramatic. We heard something else. Here in this case, it's not creepy, but it just feels like it has that potential, like the drama of just like having that noun at the end or having something unexpected happen. So to me, what's creepy is like stalkers, kidnappers. So let's see, as I was watching my little sister play on the swings in the backyard. And then I know it's still backyard. I saw something unexpected, unusual. Unusual. A man. Boom. Okay. So as I was watching my little sister play on the swings in the backyard, I feel like this might be too long. This one's like, as we were all waiting to hear what she would say next, as I watched my little sister play on the swings in the backyard, I guess it's okay. It's about the same length. It's only a little bit longer. I saw something unusual. A man. Ooh, yeah, that's good. It makes me want to keep writing. I really like that. Okay. So that's where you can see, you can kind of play with it, throw your own spin on like the feeling of the sentence, how it goes. But that's all sentence imitation is. You just analyze what are the essential parts, then put those parts with like your own topic. You can write about anything. If you struggle thinking of something, just what I like to do is like Google like a random word generator, and then one will usually pop up, and you just get a topic that way. Create random words. Toast, access, that's weird. Integrated, sure. So you could do that. If you like can't think of anything to write about, like I wrote about the geese outside my window, or I love true crime, so I'm setting up a kidnapping. I mean, what else would I write about? But that is all sentence imitating is. So I have 2 things you need to imitate. You get to choose which one you want to imitate, which is nice, but you will analyze it and then imitate it on your own. So good luck.